Alright, howdy folks, this is Widget Walls and EatCoffee.com. Welcome back to my kitchen. Such as it is. You're here for My Dinners with Vincent, the second episode of this. We've been gone for a little while because I've been, working on the things that pay for the site and working on a revamp of the site. So I've been, a little busy, but that's okay. But because we've been gone for a little while, let me explain to you what this is all about. This is about this book, A Treasury of Great Recipes by Mary and Vincent Price. It is a fantastic cookbook, collection of recipes, and the full spiel. If you go back and watch the first episode, you can see the whole thing. But this is Vincent Price, Lord of the Foodies, blessed this book. And so as a result, what we're going to do is to try to get a little closer to what it might have been to be invited to a Vincent Price dinner party, which, if you hear about them, were amazing, you can imagine. I am going to cook 50 things, and a little more, out of this cookbook for you. Well, not for you. You can't come here and sample it, but I'm going to let you watch as I try to stumble my way through all of this mess. And then I'm going to eat that stuff, thankfully not on camera. Partly for copyright reasons about what comes next, and partly because why would you want to watch me do that? But I'm going to pair it with another Vincent Price bit of media, whether it's a movie or a radio show or a television show or what have you, and so I can get a little closer to Mr. Price. So anyway, that's what we've got here. Now, I'm recording this on Memorial Day, and so we had the idea of what if we grabbed a couple of recipes out here. Well, we didn't start with a couple. What if we grabbed some recipes that really had that kind of American Memorial Day feel to it? And we came across some stuffed frankfurters. Now, you might think stuffed frankfurters sounds really impressive, and we were kind of impressed until we looked up and we confirmed that basically frankfurters are hot dogs. But stuffed hot dogs still sound pretty good. But really, that recipe is just about stuffing some hot dogs. So we looked beneath that, and there's another recipe for Western Franks. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do both recipes here for you at once, and probably blow up something. So you get to enjoy all of this. So we've got all of our stuff here. We've got the oven preheated. We've got hot dogs. We've got, I don't know what this is, for the toothpicks. We've got, because it's Vincent Price, we've got my special voodoo doll toothpick holder there, in the spirit of Vincent. So we're set. So first thing we're going to do is, we're kind of doing these things at the same time here. The Western Franks have a sauce that goes along with it. And so it says, in a large skillet, even I know what that is, combine a cup of pineapple juice, a half cup of chili sauce, a tablespoon of dried bell peppers. Now let me explain something about dried bell peppers. We could not find any dried peppers. And we figured we could probably, because I don't know, I was thinking, well, do we get it wet and we dry it off and then it's dried? But no, apparently not. It's not that easy. So we were able to go and find, with the help of one of our producers, to go and find the conversion where you can go dried to fresh. So we're going to put fresh green peppers in instead. A half teaspoon of English mustard. Now this is also something that's interesting, because originally I thought English mustard was like, well, this is mustard and it's written in English mustard. If this was written, if I'd gotten this from a Spanish store, Spanish mustard, because that's what I know, right? Little thing on something called the internet, we have English mustard. It's a powder. Crazy. You English people, you're nuts. But anyway, so we have some of that. So that's actually accurate. We have 2 tablespoons wine vinegar. We have a half teaspoon of garlic salt. We don't have garlic salt. We have garlic and we have salt. So we're going to combine the two. We know that's not entirely accurate, but we kind of like it better than garlic salt. We like garlic, we like salt. You put it together, and it doesn't work too well for us anyway. Let's see, where was I? 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of molasses, and 2 tablespoons minced sauteed onion. Now, this is where I am having to put my foot down as an editor, because I don't like onions. I really don't. Except our onion rings, and there's no onion rings in this recipe. So I'm striking the onions from the Western Franks, just because that's my own particular preference. So that's just the sauce. So that is just some fancy freaking hot dogs, okay? So we've got the stuffed easy hot dogs, and then we've got the fancy, crazy, sauce-driven hot dogs, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put together some of this sauce nonsense here. Now, they asked for pineapple juice, and apparently they sell pineapple juice in vats and half vats. So what we did was we got some pineapple bits, and the idea is to pour the juice out of them, because they come in pineapple juice. Because not only do we get the juice, but we get pineapple bits too that we can use for something else later. We're thrifty like that. So let me just let me measure this off. And it occurs to me, I'll grab something here. How are you? I'll grab this here, because otherwise I'm going to get pineapple chunks in here. So I'm going to measure this off. I need a cup of this. Hey! That's just about a cup of pineapple juice. Hey, hang on. Give it a little shake. Alright, we're good. Okay, so I have a half cup of pineapple juice. And I need half cup of chili sauce. That's how you know it's quality. That, and because it's got quality on the name. So I've got, let's see, half cup of chili sauce. So I'm going, oh, forget anticipation. It's not making me wait. There it is. Okay. Besides, it's another brand. Okay, so that's pretty much a half cup. 1 tablespoon dried peppers. Okay, here comes the fun bit. So I've got my pepper here. I'm going to grab a knife, and I'm going to attempt to get 3 tablespoons, it's 3 to 1, of this. You're not, don't get excited. You're probably not going to watch me cut a digit off in the middle of this. Although that would also be in the spirit of Vincent Price. And it is going into a sauce. So really, I mean, it's all going to be in a sauce. So you would think it would need to be kind of thin, but I'm assuming that the sauce bits will get in there. Yeah, these are big. These are chopping very big. I'll go through and I'll re-chop them. I don't know. See? That's a tablespoon, and that's a full tablespoon. So we're going to go with that. Okay, I'm going to start combining stuff in here. It's still a little warm, but I preheated all my stuff like an idiot and then realized that the moment I poured something in, it would just go whoosh, and I would probably melt my face off. And while I know you would probably be entertained, it's going to be interesting. Oh, okay. Wow, that was suspenseful. Alright, now I'm going to throw some of this in there. Oh dear. Terrifying. And I've got, okay, the first tablespoon of that. Alright, we'll come back and do the rest of those. Let's see. Half teaspoon of English mustard. And there's Cora, my sous chef. Hi, Cora. No, none of this is for you. None of this is for you. But thank you for playing. This is obviously childproof. Do I need to hold this down? And I had no idea this was prescription. Oh my God. Half teaspoon, right? Yes, half teaspoon. So half teaspoon. I'm just going to dip in. Get some of that there. Oh dear. Alright, there's some of that. Okay. See, it's America. We have it where it flows. You don't have to have it in powder. Alright, so we've got 2 tablespoons of wine vinegar. This just shows, in case you're ever wondering, I wonder if he has a script, or I wonder if he's making this up. I didn't even think to open my damn wine vinegar, so you know exactly how much, we've prepared here. Alright, so what am I doing? I'm doing 2 tablespoons of wine vinegar. That's very vinegar. 2 tablespoons. That is a tablespoon. I recognize it. That's incredibly anticlimactic. Wait, okay, hang on. Are you kidding? Wait, hang on. There's something wrong here. Am I just supposed... Can I pull this off here? Oh, the safety's come off. Oh my God. All right, careful. Oh God. All right. I'm gonna do like a half because I swear to God, oh my God, that's probably 3. Good Jesus. All right. All right. See what happens when I take the safety off? Safety's there for a reason. I'm putting it back on. I'm afraid of you, wine vinegar. All right.